So the time has come to put our board in the oven. So to get it prepared, I kind of lied a bit there. To get it prepared, what I did was here I have these corks. I have 4 of them, and they're in this Coke bottle that I just cut apart quickly before I started filming. And I have let them soak in water for roughly 24 hours. It ended up being like 26, but I guess the more the better. Also, I have some aluminum foil, a pan covered in aluminum that we went over in the last video, and the board, obviously. So right now what I'm doing is getting my oven heated to 295 degrees. If your oven goes that low, go to the lowest setting of your oven, preferably 300 to 95. That's where I'm at right now. BBISHOPCM does 300. I'm going 295 because this is the first time I've done it, and it's I just want to be careful going into this one. So I'm going to take some aluminum foil and just wrap the corks in it, one at a time, to kind of insulate them, keep the water in them. So we're just gonna wrap them, and then what I'm gonna do is kind of fold it over like this, and then do it again here. What I'm gonna do here is take my box cutter and just kind of cut on that. And that should expose a little cork, I guess that's fine. And that will just give me like a flat place to rest the board. And in retrospect, I should have done that to the other side, but too late now. So again, we're gonna we're gonna wrap the corks in aluminum, fold down the edges, or press down the edges into like a kind of candy almost looking thing, and then just chop the ends off and make them as smooth as possible. Like that. And I'm just going to tear this one into 2 pieces. And fold it over. So this one I'll just push down the edges because it's a small piece of foil. And hopefully the power doesn't go out because it's very windy, and it has been very windy for a while. It is actually past midnight right now, just because I was waiting for my parents to go to bed because I was going to be filming downstairs, and then from there, I fell asleep. And so I ended up waking up at around midnight, and there we go. That's how that worked. So, you can see we have our little things here. Let's bring the pan. There's a little tear in it, and that isn't going to matter at all. So we want the board facing like this, facing up. Actually, do we? Yes, we do. So, what we're going to do is we move this over. The board is going to be like this. So we want these to be like flush, like this kind of, as opposed to have one here, one there. So if you guys could see what I was doing. So it's what we're going to do is kind of map out where we think the components are, and and kind of hope we line it up correctly. And then if we go under, you guys can't see, you may be able to see my head. What we're going to do is set the board down, and it should be completely level. There's quite a lot sticking off the edge. So I want to see if maybe I can move it over. There. So that's that. We seem to be lined up. So let's go downstairs. So a few little things we need to remove before we put it in the oven. In the last video, we saw some cables on the back. You can see them sticking out right there. But there are some cables on the back of it, and there's this little card up there. I figured it would probably be best to remove those. So for this card, just these screws in the corner. Just unscrew those two, and we can lift this card off like that. So these cables on the back, a bit different for those. If we turn the machine or the board over like this, you can see they follow this path here. One goes down here to the modem, one goes here to the Wi-Fi antenna and Bluetooth antenna. We just pull them out of these little slots here. They are, some of them you pull up, or you pull that way on them, some of them you pull a different way, but they all should just come out, and you just pull them out like that. And then this cable here, there's some capped on tape. This I think can be removed. We can just toss that. With this, you're gonna be putting it up into this connector here, and it'll just avoid pretty much all these screw holes. And if it doesn't, you can obviously rearrange those. So up here, we can see two screws there and there. On the back, there are also two screws. It doesn't matter what set you remove. I stripped the screw for the set on the back, so I'm going to remove the screw on the back of the board, or on the you get what I'm saying, on this side of the board for that one. And then if we turn it back over here, I will remove this screw, if I can. Just there, so you can see that assembly pops off, and then no, you couldn't see that, but I just unscrewed it. Right here, if we unscrew this screw, we can pop this shield off, and then there's yet another screw right here. Just unscrew that, pop the modem off, undo the cable, and then it is free from the board. So that's all we have to remove. And in the next segment, we are going to put it on the pan and get everything ready for the cooking procedure. So here we are at the oven. I'm going to talk pretty quietly because everyone's asleep, obviously. But you can see 295 degrees Fahrenheit. It is 12:17 at night. So what we're going to do now is grab some oven mitts, open it up, and before we do anything else, it's a good idea would be to put down some aluminum foil. around the edges of the oven. There we go. So if any components fall, then they are, in theory, going to be caught by this. I'm also going to bend that one so it doesn't interfere with our door. And now, for the fun part, and the part you guys have all been waiting for, we are going to insert the board. So of course you've removed all the cables, you've removed the clock battery, you have oven mitts on, and it would be a good idea to keep a fire extinguisher next to you, which I have one behind me. You can see how hot everything is gonna get. Those are quite a beautiful shade of orange right now, but what we are going to do is, in the odd chance that the corks don't work out, take some aluminum foil and make little balls out of it. As I am doing right now. And of course, for extra stability, I am going to flatten it a bit and place it on the pan. And it is very tasty looking. So I'm just gonna actually maybe a better idea to use oven mitts for this. And I'm just going to close the door, and that should push it in a little bit more. So there you go. It's going to reflow all the solder, and I'm going to give it 10 minutes and then take it out. Oven light. So it's been Lord knows how long since we put it in. You guys can do the math. It's time to remove it. So we're going to hit the off button on the oven. And what we're going to do now is remove the board, being super careful not to drop it, carefully carrying it over to the stove. From there we're going to remove our handy dandy drop the seal thing that I put down aluminum foil. Now I'm going to leave this open to air out. Oh, less than 10% battery. Alright, so you can see here the board, the processor sockets, all this stuff. solder is looking pretty melted. I'm talking through my shirt, of course, so I don't breathe anything harmful in. There's a touch of dust there. That's probably baked on now, but we're gonna clean that off later after this cools down. So, just put it back together. Gonna plug it in now. Hopefully no sparks fly because I just dropped the graphics card screw past the power supply. Relays go. Talk to my computers, yes. Well, it didn't work. It did not work. You know, it was worth a shot. I had fun doing it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little series. I certainly didn't. Yeah, it's kind of sad that this never ended up working. Yeah, like I said, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Next video, I'm going to be explaining why I did this to the G5. You can tell I'm quite sad. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.